My name is Fiona Stang, and I am one of the teachers at Ashtanga Yoga, Vancouver. Today we're going to talk about the breathing technique we use in Ashtanga. We use this breathing during our practice, but it can also be a very useful breathing technique in life. It calms down the nervous system, it brings a sense of peace and ease. So experiment with it. Try it during your day if you're feeling stressed out about something. Take a few of these free breaths and try to practice with this breath every day. To start out, we're going to lie on our back, and I'll show you the position we'll use. You'll be on your back comfortably. Your knees will be touching together, your feet wider out, so you make like a tripod base. And you're just gonna rest, taking your hands about an inch below the belly button. So that's gonna be your starting position. And first we're gonna start with the breath. In Ashtanga Yoga, the breath is always supported by something that we call Bandha, and the two work together as a unit. So for the breathing, as you lay on your belly, on an inhalation, just notice how the belly naturally rises, and on an exhalation, the belly naturally falls. On an inhale, if you notice your hand, it lifts away from the floor, and on the exhale, the hand releases toward the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Now open your mouth, make a few breaths with your mouth open. Inhale an ah sound. Exhale a ha. Again, inhale the ah. Mouth open, exhale the ha. Close your mouth, do the same thing. Continue on with your breath. Ah on the inhale with the mouth closed. Ha on the exhale with the mouth closed. You'll notice that the breath has a sound, and some people call it ocean sounding breath. Some people call it Darth Vader breath, but it's audible, you can hear it. And the sound is really important because it reminds you when you're in your yoga practice to pay attention. And in life, if you're having a moment or you're stressed or anxious about something, when you hear the breath and you start to follow the sound, it calms things down. So you should hear an even sound on the inhalation of that breath sound as well as on the exhalation. Ideally, the breath has the same potency of sound. Inhalation and exhalation are very similar. One doesn't dominate the other. Continue to breathe, inhaling the ah. Exhaling the ha. You could feel as if you're breathing at the base of the sinuses, like there's a swirling of air at the base of the throat. And there's a bit of a dilation of the glottis and space is created in the throat. There's that gentle hissing sound, the ocean sound. And with practice, you'll notice that your breath elongates with the use of this free breathing. This is known as a cleansing breath, and it's a heating breath. So when you're doing your yoga practice, you'll actually feel warmth created in your body through this breathing technique. It's wonderful for balancing the metabolism, stabilizing the mind, and calming the entire nervous system. Now, it's very difficult to consider this breathing technique without the Mula Bandha. So as you're breathing on your back, notice how, as you inhale, the belly lifts. As you exhale, the belly lowers. The next time that you inhale, when the belly is lowered, hold a subtle contraction there and inhale so you can keep the lower abdomen still. Exhale, belly naturally falls, hold a subtle contraction there, and inhale again. Continue to do this, your hand pressing on the lower abdomen, and just notice how there is a stillness where the lower hand is pressing. This is the beginning of what we call Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha, Bandha means lock, and Mula is the root. And the Mula Bandha is really something more energetic, but in physical terms, you can think of it as engaging the perineal muscles and drawing upward. And through this, we create a tension into the transverse abdominal muscles, and there's tone. When you're lying on your back and your hands below the belly button, and there's stillness as you exhale, but there's also stillness as you inhale where this hand is pressing. We hold that subtle contraction. If it's hard to find, press into your big toes when you're lying on your back. Notice a line from your big toes connecting to where your knees are touching, right up to the inner legs, to the pelvic floor, and create a natural lifting of that pelvic floor. Continue to breathe the ah sound as you inhale, the ha sound as you exhale, and see if you can keep a stillness into the lower abdomen. Inhaling ah, exhaling ha. With the Mula Bandha, we're harnessing the natural exhalation to draw the diaphragm up. It feels as if the back of the heart and the front of the heart, if you could imagine it, the dimensions of it lifting up. And this in turn secures the lower back. It gives it some stability, some structure. Keep breathing, inhaling the ah and exhaling the ha. And as that inhalation starts, there's that automatic reaching upward. And it almost feels as if you're creating a suction. And that suctions, it helps to engage that perineal floor. And again, you can experience that energetic lift upward through the entire core of the body. Come up now to a seated position like I am. You can sit cross-legged. You could sit, you could kneel. If it's not easy to sit on the floor, sit on a stool or sit on the edge of a chair. From that seated position, just continue to breathe, inhaling the ah, exhaling the ha. Stillness still exists below the lower abdomen. And to help create Bandha, we can also move the spine. So take your hands to the knees if you're cross-legged. If you're sitting on a stool, hands on your lap. Inhale the ah and look up. Keep the lower navel still. Exhale the ha, look in. Reharness and reestablish the stillness in the navel if you lost it. Keep it as you inhale the ah. Unfurl, and keep it as you exhale the ha. We'll do a few more of these. Inhale. Exhale. If we keep the lower abdomen wall firm and the upper abdomen wall relaxed, the diaphragm is free to move up and down with ease and grace. This strengthens the abdomen and massages the internal organs and allows for the body to be healthy and strong. Continue to breathe, furling and unfurling. And eventually just make your movement more subtle, so not quite so extreme. So a mini furl down, keeping the lower abdomen still, a mini furl up. And eventually just see if you can rest in the midline of the body. And the midline of the body is a place where the head, the heart, and the pelvis sit or are eclipsed, one on top of the other. A few more breaths. Good. So practice free breathing with the support of Mula Bandha. The two work together, they are connected. One leads to the other, and they support each other. Over time, remember that the breath has the same duration the same potency of sound. And Mula Bandha, they say, takes 10 years to master. So start slowly with the process, and you'll find that over time, you become more aware of connecting into this area, and the movements become less physical and more energetic. Thank you. Namaste.